My storage
sit
shed.
next to each
My
other.
storage shed's a little disorganized.
Let's like pretend we like each other. Okay, you're being weird.
It's not like it's recording.
It is recording.
Oh.
We tried to film yesterday, but it was just so chaotic. We figured we should just sit down and talk about what happened. Then we'd fill in the holes with the footage from yesterday.
Dump trucks. Bye. Well, last week we emptied the corn silage bag, so the cows are out of feed right now. We've been feeding them dry hay and shelled corn, and they don't like that so much. They like their fermented silage. Today we're gonna chop some first cutting hay and get some feed in a bag for them, get it going so they can get eating something they like. We should start at the field and talk about the chopper. So day before yesterday we mowed it all. Yeah.
And then
the day of,
oh, don't do that, Ben. A guy came and merged the rows together, which we don't have any footage of that. Yesterday, what's the guy's name? Laverne came with his chopper and chopped it all. We'll insert footage here of the chopper chopping the haylage and then shooting it into the wagon behind him. So we're at the field now, and Ben got a cookie. We're at the field now, and we're gonna show you what it looks like when we chop, so you can see that part of it. Are we having a cookie picnic while we wait for the tractor, Ben? Cookie picnic? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna set you up and see if you can watch the chopper. So we're gonna drive across the field and try to get some better footage of the guy chopping, like maybe a side angle. I just want you to know how awkward I feel because I've never met this guy and he keeps stopping and getting out and looking at me like, what are you doing? I don't know, this is super awkward, but we're just gonna do it. I feel like a legitimate stalker right now. I'm driving my vehicle across the field like chasing this chopper. The wagon, he unhooks it from the chopper. They would come back with an empty wagon and they'd switch. So they'd just drop the wagon that was empty, and then Laverne would pick up the empty wagon, and then you guys would pick up a full wagon and bring it back. Yeah. I don't know if that's really confusing, but I'll that footage right now. So he just drops the old trailer, spins around and picks up the... So they can unhook and rehook to wagons really fast. If you watch this, he'll just back right up to it and he can hook up to the wagon without even getting out of the tractor. Whoa, he's ready to go. Back down to the barn to unload it. Now he has to wait in line until it's his turn. Hey babe, how's it going? What?
It's gonna all come out at once there because he overfilled it.
Oh.
But
it takes a while to unload them.
Yeah, it takes at least, 15 minutes?
Probably.
To unload it into the bagger, and then the bagger has these, the bagger compresses it into a big stretchy plastic bag, and then it packs it tight and inches its way along as it packs it. things went pretty smoothly. Nothing like broke. It was just very frustrating to turn on that wagon and not have it like turn on. Like it has one job, to turn on and empty itself out. Yeah, it has a shear bolt on the PTO shaft, and the shear bolt broke, and so it took me a while to figure out that was what was wrong with it, and then it took me a little while to fix the shear bolt. After I had forked out all the haylage off the unloading conveyor, because I thought that was why it wasn't turning on.
Try to go in there and show you, but it's kind of hard to see. Danny thought that maybe they just overfilled it last time, so that's why he was moving it out.
Hey, goats.
What got broken?
This little tiny bolt right here. That drives the whole wagon.
Like a little tiny bit more.
It's called a shear bolt.
How did it?
Well, you know, there was an old guy. There was a guy in the area. His name was George Colbert, and he used to say, when you asked him how it got broken, he used to say the molecules separated. Sometimes it's just no reason. But
We decided to come sit in the car in the AC, but it looks like they are unloading the last wagon, I think. And then that'll be a wrap, literally. All the haylage will be wrapped. Danny just forgot to unhook the PTO shaft, and there's half of it laying in the driveway. Did you forget something?
Really bad fun.
Yeah. Look at that. There's half of it hanging off the front of the wagon. The other half hanging off the back of the tractor.
How'd that even happen? That came apart before I even unhooked it.
Yeah. It came apart way back there when you were turning around.
How'd that happen?
I don't know. I just assumed you forgot to unhook it.
No, I didn't unhook it.
It was still spinning.
Well, that's because the PTO brake on that doesn't work.
Is that a wrap?
Mommy's so funny.
That was a really bad joke.
So good. My fault because
It looks like it was your fault.
no, I guess it was my fault for not unhooking it before.
Mm-hmm.
I did not. It's not like I took off with it. I thought what I'd done was unhooked it and then left it on the drawbar instead of putting it up on there.
guess it's easy enough to put back together, right? There we go. Looks like we're waiting for the bagger guy. What's his name? Aaron? Aaron, the bag guy, to come back and help us take the bagger apart. What is he helping us do?
You gotta help us disconnect the bagger because we still have like 100 foot left on the bag, so we're gonna try to save it for second cutting, and he's the only one that knows how to save it. We had to have him come so that he could take the leftover bag off of the old bag. We can save that part of the bag that we didn't use and put it back on the bagger, because that's the bags are pretty expensive. It's like $3,000 I think.
Seriously?
For a 200 foot by a 9 by 200 bag.
What are you doing, Sawyer?
Come on.
What do you want to do? Get in there?
Yeah.
Where am I gonna sit?
My lap.
I'm gonna sit on your lap?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? I don't know if I'll fit on your lap. Should I try?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
You have to, no, I can't sit on your lap. You have to sit on my lap.
Yeah.
All right, come on, come sit on my lap.
We are thinking, now that we're feeding a bunch more cows, we need to invest in a bunk silo in a lot of ways.
A bunk would be more sustainable, right?
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't be wasting the plastic.
Right,
Like
it would
you
be,
could reuse
it'd
it.
be a lot less plastic waste. Oh yeah, we'll be
Alright.
doing it this fall.
Yeah, 6 months.
I just
from
gotta
now.
convince Dad. So now where we're at is we gotta wait. The bag has to ferment first before we can feed it. So we have to wait like 15 days or so to let it ferment. And then we can open it up and start feeding it. Meanwhile, the haylage will be nice, so that takes
Lydia's
forever. So
basically Nelly breathing in my face. I just, is that a hug?
we're gonna keep feeding dry hay and
Oh,
keep
now it's
making
on.
beef.